So this is a 2023 Vivaro. Just bought this last year, back end of last year. I'm just putting, just so in case you're thinking how to do it, I just thought I'd show you where I've put the cable. That's the cable. I've just taped it up for the minute, and if you can see, I've put it through that grommet there, where the main harness cable's going through there. I actually pulled the grommet to one side first, and just pushed some heavy, well, some quite stiff 10mm hose pipe through it, just to see if I could get through it, and it's gone through. So now I've just slit a little bit of a hole in the grommet there, just being careful not to cut any other wires, and I've managed to pull it through with the hose pipe I put through first. So that's gone through there, in case you're wondering how to get it through. And then on the inside it comes through just where the grommet is at the top there. It just comes through there. So I've slit the rubber a little bit there so it comes through okay, and then it's just going along there. This is under the fuse box cover, which is there. I wasn't sure whether that was gonna I wasn't sure whether that was gonna come off, but that just clips back on there. So there's no screws holding that, it's just clipped on with those clips there. That just pushes onto that. You have to give it a bit of a tug to get it off, and then there's a cover that goes over the bonnet release, and that just clips on under there, and that is a bit of a pig to get that off as well. You have to really tug on that, but that's just held on with those horrible things there, those and those two clips there. And then there is another cover that goes on, which is that goes on underneath there, but you can they're just held on with those clips. But the cable comes around there, and I've just this just pulls back a little bit, and so I've pulled it down there, and then I've just released this here, and you take these off. You just prise these out with this one out. There's just one on here with a screwdriver. You can take that off, but there's no need. You just pull this up and feed the cable along there, just push it underneath, then it comes through there like that, comes through there, comes out here, and then there's a small gap there, but I've trimmed some of the sealant that was at the side, and I've just relieved the cover a little bit there. It probably needs a bit more than I have, because that's not completely sitting down flat, but the cable should be okay there. This comes off. You've got to take these covers off here, and there's 3 screws under there, so you just get a screwdriver on and just prise these out, and then there is one there that you need to prise out, and one there you need to prise out, and one there, and undo the screws underneath, and this just comes out, and then you run the cable along there like that underneath, and then it pops out here, and I've taken off the edge corner of that so that that's not catching. That's quite loose, and then the cable will go down the side of that, and I've not finished it off yet. It'll just go to the back, but whilst I've got it like this, I just thought I'd show you how I've routed it through. Once all this is clipped back on, all this, I mean, I can't believe that this is the cover for the fuse box, and all the fuses are just covered in a mass of wires. So if you ever need to get to any of those fuses, I just don't know, you'd have to take all this lot off. I mean, this is, I don't know, this is Vauxhall, and they're, you know, weird way they design things. But anyway, so yeah, hope that's maybe useful, because I struggled a bit to know how to take things off.